Hi there. My name is Aura. Welcome to the Go Deep Sanctuary. I am a professional body worker and sacred sexuality practitioner based out of Portland, Oregon. Today we're going to be doing a little breathing meditation, and really it's just to help support our embodiment. And these are very simple ways of looking at breath and body and presence and sensitivity. So the first thing that's probably the most important is connecting to our posture. A lot of us have really bad posture from sitting behind the desk and just sitting a lot without actually moving. But to get our body to get fully inflated and fully feel our breath, we have to create a nice, strong, form, a nice, strong frame. And to do that, I would suggest getting a little bit of either a chair or laying on your back or getting some kind of lift for your hips to allow your hips to come up off of the floor so that your legs can drop down just a little bit so that your spine can come up. I would suggest finding your sits bones, maybe pulling out the butt cheeks a little bit to kind of create a little bit more awareness with your pelvic bowl into the zafu. And then I would also tune into the front body and the back body, right? Because you don't want one to be on the whole time, and you don't want to be collapsed either. So there's this nice blend of feeling both front and back of your body and feeling like there is a somewhat good amount of integrity. And the same goes for the hips. You know, you don't want half of your spine to be leaning onto the left hip or vice versa. You want it to be nice and squared, right in the center. And as you stack your vertebra, you'll notice that the shoulders will naturally slide down your back once the shoulders are in place. A lot of us struggle with this forward neck posture, so just tuning into your eyes and your ears and gently pulling them back until you feel that connection with your shoulders. And this is basically how you would like, or how you'd want to stay to create that nice integrity through breathing and finding that presence and connection with your body. So taking some time, we're just going to do a little mild observation breath. I like to call it this body mapping. But really you're just noticing. You're noticing how your body is taking in the air, how it's letting go of the air. You're tuning into the quality of the air. You're checking and making sure that you're not stressed as you're pulling the air in, like, I gotta get this air in. You're really allowing it to come in slowly and softly and smoothly and nice and deep. Okay, so each breath, you want to think of it as this nourishing light just coming into the body there to nourish you. It's not something that you would want to get out or get in. You want it to feel, you want to have this relationship with your breath. So let's tune into our own body and figure out, what is my relationship with my breath at this time? And there's no right or wrong answer. This is just us tuning in. So let's go into what's called the observation breath and allow your breath, or allow the energy, to move throughout your body. And think of it as kind of like a map. It's exploring and feeling and sensing, and it's in the present moment. So finding your posture, relaxing your mind, softening the tissue on the face, letting the eyes get heavy, and gently tuning into how the body is moving and feeling as you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. you may notice that there's, for me, I can talk about what I notice. In the beginning, I definitely had more of a shortness of breath. There's an energy in my rib cage that feels somewhat tight, and as time went on, I could feel it starting to relax, which felt nice. And I'm sure you had maybe some different things come up for you, and maybe you don't feel like you have a shortness of breath. Maybe you feel like you can get really deep breaths every time. Either way, whatever is showing up for you, we're just tuning in. I invite you to close your eyes if that's something you want to do. I'm just keeping my eyes open for this. The next breath is going to be the 4-second inhale, the 4-second pause, the 4-second exhale, the 4-second pause. And this is more of a cycle breath. So as you inhale, you're going to inhale through the nose, and it's going to be a count for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep going. Pause. continue noticing, and we're going to go ahead and close our eyes and just tune into how your body is breathing now that we're not controlling it and you're just going back into your regular sequenced breathing, tuning into how that's showing up for you, what you notice. So in this moment, I want you to imagine that instead of breathing, your body is being breathed. Okay, so imagine that the universe, that we actually don't have control over our breath. Just imagine this for a second. And the universe is actually pulling the air out and bringing the air in. Like, we are not having to think about it. We are going to allow the universe to decide how much air comes in and how much air comes out. And just notice what happens. Noticing those transitions that we just did. I mean, there's a little bit of information in those pauses. And so notice what you feel in those pauses when your body doesn't need air or when it needs to let go of it. Just kind of notice what comes up for you. Just being in the moment, trying not to control the breath, just letting your body become breathed.